your Quest 2 have a problem with fogging up when you're playing, if you're sweating, especially if it's warm? Well, BoboVR already worked to fix that problem. With their F2 fan that goes on top, it pulls air through the interface where your eyes are, blows it out the front, gets that hot, steamy air out. Well, now they've taken our feedback, your feedback, and they've made an upgraded version of the F2. Let's check this out. BoboVR has made a big name for themselves already in the Quest 2 industry with their M2 Pro head strap with the swappable magnetic battery pack. And there is some tape on here. I try not to knock the guns down this time like I keep doing. If there's tape on a box and you're unboxing it, always use that small, sharp unboxing knife. You don't want to hurt yourself or anyone else around you. Ba-boom. So now we have got one cleaning cloth, the best VR user experiences and services from BoboVR F2 upgraded. Little instruction manual here. Pull one of these old ones out so that we can kind of compare them as we go. An almost identical housing. Lights are all in the same spot, still USB-C. Feels like same airflow. I'm guessing it's almost all the same internals. But there's something new here on the bottom. Two little silver spots right there. Let's take a look at the interface. So the new interface has taken a different approach. It's made out of a much more flexible plastic. It's supposed to make it more comfortable, allow glasses to fit into it easier. Still uses a Velcro design padding, but now instead of snapping in, so if you had an original, you know, if you got this thing in the first time you're trying to get out, it was kind of scary because it really snapped in hard and it could be really hard to take out at first. It still has the same tubes to pull the air through, but it's got a magnet on either side. It's not a super strong, hard magnet, not like the battery pack that really snaps in there, but you can feel it hooking on. If you've never uninstalled your facial interface on your Quest headset, it's hard to imagine you haven't, but if you haven't, it just pulls straight out. It just has little clasps on it, little snap-ins that snap in, so you just pull that straight out. Oh, I see another feature here they added. So the original one, when it was pulling air, it was meant to kind of pull it around your nose and pull it through. Didn't give it the best airflow through lenses, but it did allow the air to move. Now, it's got actual vents. It's pulling more directly across from this one, so you should have air pulling through both sides easily. Your nose shouldn't be blocking it as much. Boy, it feels like it snaps in a lot better too. It really wants to stay in there. Whew. So the old one, so they've fixed the slight issue I was having where I would sometimes get some light bleed back here. They made some thicker padding. These sides are now flexible and move in a little bit. So now I've got no light bleed whatsoever. I see a little bit of light around my nose, which is normal. I kind of have a smaller nose, so I don't always fill up the space. And I can definitely feel the air cycling through already putting that on. Summer's approaching here in Oregon, so it's already getting hot in the studio, but you can really feel the air flowing through. So now they advertise it's easy to take it off. I do feel like it's almost a little too easy for my taste. I know it's got magnets and all, but like, I guess the magnets are gonna hold on, but I'm so used to this thing snapping in really hard that it kind of freaks me out that I can undo this a lot easier than I used to. The magnet's a small upgrade. I've got to say, I honestly think the biggest upgrades here, the facial interface itself feels like way higher quality. The silicone on it feels really nice. The flexibility of it is really nice. I really like this one. It looks higher quality. When you look at the close edges in here, it says BoboVR across here, where the old one looked like a plastic model that was like put together in pieces. The nose piece is built onto it now. You're not gonna have this thing that I always had where nose pieces on every facial interface out there can come off and you're always dealing with trying to get them back on. Now it's a permanent fixture. Interestingly, if you already have an F2 and you're thinking about upgrading this one and you do it, your old one can fit in there. So if you do end up in a situation where your new magnetic one has ran out of battery, you can take it off, put it on a charger, and you can swap in your old one to keep on playing, keep pulling that air through. A lot of really smart choices. I've got to say, the only thing about it that I'm not in love with, one, I always thought the old one, I said in the first review, the padding is a little thick for my taste. A lot of people like thick padding. That's just me. I like it a little thinner. I like to feel a little more stable rather than cushy. So the padding is still a little thick for my taste, but it works. I've been using one for a while with the thick padding and it's fine. And it's gonna take me some getting used to because I know the magnet has it. I know it's on there. Like it's on there, but it feels weird to me because I'm so used to this thing being so hard to take off that when I go to pull it out, it kind of freaks me out. But it's staying there, so they've done their job. If you do have just this one fan and at a point you run the fan out of battery, it does include this little emergency cable, which is really handy because you can plug it into your Quest 2 and into the fan, and it will take power from the Quest 2 to also power your fan. Know that this will drain your battery as well, but it is an option. BoboVR, what I like about you is you keep listening listening to the market, you listen to your customers, and you come back with upgraded changes of what people want. Right now, if you want this fan, keep in mind you're not just buying a fan, you're buying a facial interface. Facial interfaces typically go for $25 to $30 depending on which one you get, and you're also getting the fan. $44 on Amazon for the new upgraded kit, or they are on sale trying to get through the stock of the old ones. These right now are $36. So if you always wanted one, but you don't need the upgrade, you feel like you just want the old one, you can save some money and get that one. I will leave a link in the description to both of them. Another quality accessory, I am impressed, and it's definitely gonna be my full-time one. And I really like that it works with the old one, you know? The old one even comes out a little easier. It's still a little harder to take out, but you can do this with a headset on just fine. I love it. Thank you, BoboVR, for sending us this. This just launched on Amazon. If you want to check it out, I'll leave links in the description of both of them. The channel has been doing so well thanks to all of you out there. I'm really glad you're enjoying our reviews, our tips and tricks videos, our VR news videos. We're getting closer and closer to 20,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for coming out, and I will see you in another reality.